The largest slave house.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
This is a video.
Wow.
Thank you, man.
Having money. Hey.
Want to travel around the world? Walk with lions and bungee jump off cliffs? Visit 100 countries and 8 wonders of the world. Experience culture and travel on a budget? Well, tune on into Mr. 100 Countries Visited. Hey, what's the word? What's the deal, everybody? Lucci Luch back at it. Hopefully, everything is going swell and well in your life. So, man, at this point, this trip was a whole trilogy. Please go back to look at the other videos because I started out in, Barcelona, went over to places like Monaco, Tunisia, Mauritania, Senegal, and now I was leaving Dakar, Senegal, and I was headed to my 70th country. Man, headed to Ghana, y'all. So I was so excited because, you hear so many good things about Ghana and it has so much history. I had a layover when leaving Dakar, Senegal, in the Ivory Coast. And, I was just super duper excited to be headed to Ghana. So here we go. This is what? Made it to my 70th country. I cannot believe it. It's crazy. Feeling Ashley.
And I'm here with them, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Having money. Hey.
Give me my money. All of them. It sure do. Yes, we were. We had the Ghana money, y'all, and we was just excited. The day was kind of long with travel, but hey, that's how I be in travel. That's how I be with traveling sometimes. So once arriving, we got our bags or whatnot. Our bags had a bit of a delay, or it was something up with how they stored our bags, so we had to grab them out of storage. And then from there, we headed to our condominium. So, man, getting to the condominium, there was a whole discrepancy with the whole check-in process. The host was not there. So that took about like an hour and a half or so for him to come. And we was just sitting in the wait. We was just sitting and waiting in the lobby. And I don't know, I remember the receptionist just being a bit rude when we were just asking her basic questions about how long it would be, like follow-up and so forth. But anywho, that didn't stop nothing because, again, the basis of this was that we were in Ghana and we were here for a good time. So, that being said, once checking into our room, it was time to go to bed. And we had a late night, early morning, because the next day, it was time to go to a very historical place. This pops.
Yes, it definitely
looking
does.
Magnificent.
Ooh, why do I feel like me, you, and Monty like some kind of R&B group? Because why you got your colors on inside your...
I'm in Ghana. It's quite hot. It's very hot, actually. But I'm here, man. This little eatery. Headed to Cape Coast. Got to fix my hat. It's all... whatever, I'll fix it. But no, man, it's beautiful. It's my 70th country, baby. Payam. Yeah. It is truly beautiful being in places that you just dream about. So at that point, man, we had left Accra, headed to Cape Coast. Cape Coast was about 3 hours west of Accra. And man, it was a very long drive because one, the damn truck didn't have no AC. No AC. So it's just hot air flowing in there. It was kind of compact and compressed. I was just like, man, please get me to Cape Coast immediately, like now. So about halfway in between, we found this restaurant that we stopped in. I wanted to try some jollof rice because it's like a traditional dish in Ghana, and this restaurant had provided it. So, honestly, my review of jollof rice is that I don't know. Maybe I got to try it again. It really didn't move me, but again, it's worth a second try because I love me some rice. But yeah, it didn't move me. So, once finishing up at the restaurant, it was time to head back on the road because we had like about another hour and a half to go. And this drive just seemed like it was never going to end, y'all. Man, I was just hot. I don't do good with the heat. And it was just so amazing looking over to my left at one point because I got so fixated on the driver's playlist because he was just playing the same Afro beats videos over and over and over again. And I'm just like, man, everything just started to sound the same after a while. Don't get me wrong, I love Afro beats to death, but my gosh, he was playing the same, what it appeared to be 7 to 8 songs in heavy rotation. And I'm like, dude, can we get some Tams? Can we get some Whiskey? Can we get some Davido? Like Burna Boy? Like, all of them. None of that. But anywho, we finally made it to Elmina Castle, which is also a lot of people call it the Cape Coast Castle. And this was the largest slave fortress in history. And man, it was just crazy being there because I'm like, wow, I'm real life in the presence of where slavery happened. And it's real. Like it's still standing. That's the part that gets me still on how it's still standing, it's still intact. They built this stuff to last, y'all. Like they did not want this heinous operation to end. And that's just what kept on, reoccurring in my mind. So, you do have to pay an entry fee to get in here. Of course, didn't mind that at all because this was just a moment for me and a moment just validating history. Because you get some ignorant people saying that slavery wasn't real, which you're just a clown if you don't believe that it was. But this just proved for a fact that it was. So the tour began, and we started the first level, and then you went to like the common area. And I don't know, y'all about to see like, yeah, y'all just check it out, man. This is inside of a slave quarters, the largest port that there was. It's where the door of no return is located. It's an actual slave housing unit. It's an actual chain right there. Can you just imagine being in this room confined? It's very hot here. It's not a comfortable heat. It's a New Orleans type of heat. And definitely it was. It was super hot, dense, humid, and just all of the elements of heat inside of this room. And the room with the X over it meant that you were sentenced to death in essence.
But also attacking themselves. Even Dutch attacked the Portuguese 2 times. And all the 2 attacks from seaward. You see, the first attack was in 1595. The Portuguese defeated them. They came back in 1625. Still they were defeated. Now, when they were coming the third time, some came from England with the help of some of the local people. It didn't that they wouldn't have gotten a chance to have come from this side. So the locals helped them. So 1637, they were able to defeat the Portuguese because some came from inland and others also from seaward. And the locals also helped them because they said the Portuguese started cheating them. They said the scale that they used in Mercury, they adjusted the scale. So the locals felt cheating. And the Portuguese also tried to monopolize the trade. So they intentionally signed an agreement known as Regimental Agreement. And that agreement stated that the locals should only trade with the Portuguese and no any other company. Now, when you goes of a castle, you and I see today. Now, many people were against the trade. They said it was evil. So some people formed society known as Society for the Abolition of Slave Trade. Connected. When the Europeans came, only the men came here without their wives. There were soldiers here, missionaries, merchants, governor, and even the governor's assistant. Person might have been in the dungeon for so long without taking her bath. And after the humiliation, they will force the woman to climb the stairs over there. Let me show you. Yeah, so after the humiliation, the one selected by the governor will be compelled to climb this. There's a trap door on top. They have to open it and up the door to the governor's bedroom. After the rape, the woman still comes back as a slave. And because of what happened, they said a lot of them got pregnant. And those who were found pregnant.
Man, at this point, I was just very consumed with emotions. And, it makes you mad. It really does. Because, like, damn, like, why was people just so damn evil? Just evil to the core. And slavery definitely reflected the effects of how people are classed today regarding skin color. It was just a very enlightening time and moment being at Elmina Castle. So that being said, once we got done touring, the area where slaves had slept and so forth, and learning about like the cell blocks that they were housed in, it was time to view the door of no return. And the door of no return was basically where slaves were taken out to, slave ships, and they did not return back to Africa. They were transported to, different parts of the world, i.e. the Americas, Brazil, the West Indies Islands, and also, of course, America. So I was just like, wow. Y'all just pay attention to how well preserved these walls are and how all of this is still standing after hundreds of years later. Man, they had a system. They had it set in stone.
So this one. And I strongly believe that some of them were crying. Yeah, so there was a ladder down, small canoes took them right from this side to the big ships, off to America or Caribbean for plantations. And according to the history, those who died at sea were more than those who died in the dungeons because of how they were packed in the ship. And even when the trade was going on, there was somebody around. He was a captain of a slave ship. The name of the man is John Newton. He gave an example that when a ship takes 700 slaves, either 1/3 or half died. Either 1/3 or half died. Surprisingly, the captain of the slave ship later became a priest. Yeah, and he wrote this song. You know this song? Amazing Grace. That is the song. But he was actively involved during that time. Meantime, he regretted of what he did, and he wrote that powerful song. And because a lot of them died, visitors laid wreaths. When you look at the corners of the floor, you can see a lot of wreaths down there. Visitors laid them to remember. Look, to remember those who died in the dungeons, as well as those who also died at sea. What they are saying is that those people. Yes, sir. So they divide them like a different. They use the ground floor and they are opposite of upper floor, junior, senior semester, and they build their own church, ironically, on top of the female sanctuary. So yeah, yes. But today the church is a museum. It's self-guided after the tour group or the MB. Some of us have been there.
So once we got done, touring where slaves were housed, we went upstairs. And of course, that's where the colonists and the brutalists were housed. So it was just crazy again how things was just such intact. This was an actual church where they used to have service at. And it's just crazy. Like, you sit up here worshiping and worshiping in your faith, and you are doing these heinous acts right below, just feet below the church. It's just insane. So man, this is the overview of Cape Coast. It was absolutely beautiful there. There's a lot of markets in the area, and again, this was like kind of a fortress type of area. So if they detected that they were being invaded, they had mechanisms to sound off them. So yeah, we continued touring the area. We went to where the head overseer's bedroom was. And of course, it was spacious, and the wind was blowing in off of the Atlantic. The air quality was just way better in this area of the castle. And it's still crazy just even watching it, let alone being there. So y'all continue watching.
This is the governor's bedroom. Houses all the slaves. It took good breeze, as you can see by that closing alone. But beyond it is the water. So it's the perfect spot in the place, vindication. This is his living room. 2 living rooms. Again, more windows, more vindication. Oh, wow. Down below him, all this crazy stuff was happening. People suffering. People housed themselves for 3 months.
And that simply suggests when the slaves were going,
Hey, I'm at the largest slave house in Ghana, Cape Coast. Good gosh, very enlightening day. Today I'm at the largest slave house during the transatlantic slave trade in Cape Coast, Ghana. Millions of people lost their lives in the act of it. This is the largest one. Our guide had informed us that people came all over Africa, Kenya, to South Africa, a lot of countries in West Africa. Here, learned so much that I already knew, but so much more that I did not know. But I'm forever for certain about what I believe. So, yeah, man. Just look how preserved this place is. That's the thing that gets me about seeing this stuff in action. One thing to see it on the computer, which we're grateful to see, but seeing it in person just makes it so real. Nothing is modernized. Everything is intact as it was. I had to think this was hundreds of years ago. So what does that mean? They had no intention of stopping it until, luckily, activists got involved and laws got to shake, but things are better. But what we do know is that history reflects the present time. What kills me is how preserved everything is. Yeah, man. It's fucked up.
So when wrapping up with touring Elmina Castle, we went back outside and made contact with a few of the guys who sell souvenirs. I still follow this guy on Instagram to this day. He makes fire art, y'all. And he's just very cool. So, man.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
This is a video.
Wow.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all. Thank
Do
y'all.
you have anything for 20?
Hi.
Yeah.
So when wrapping up in Cape Coast, yes, we had to take that heinous 3-hour drive back to Accra. However, it wasn't as bad. I guess they say you get back quicker than you are going. So, yeah, man, I was ready to just chill at this point.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So tomorrow is your birthday?
So I could not chill for too long, unfortunately. Why? Because this was January 10th. And guess what? January 11th, Mr. Triple One, it was the night of my birthday, y'all. And it was time to turn the what up. And man, oh man, I was excited. Just super duper excited to
Say that one more time.
experience Accra on my birthday. So continue to watch.
Lagoon?
Yeah, the school, the east side of it.
Okay.
Like Lagoon?
Okay.
It's the name of a school.
Oh, East Lagoon?
Yeah. No, the Lagoon is the name of a school, but the east side of the school.
Oh, by the east side of the school.
Yeah.
Is the school called East Lagoon?
No, the school is called Lagoon.
Lagoon?
Yeah.
There we go. All I want for my birthday is a big booty. All I want for my birthday. Hey. All I want for my birthday. Yeah. I never thought that I would be bringing my 35th birthday inside of a cab, going to the club in Ghana with Ashley in the backseat, playing the wrong songs.
Okay, I got something.
This is the best little Accra host I done had so far. You doing that thing? Yeah, man. Watch out for watching this. Energy. One word. Energy. Yeah.
When you there with me, I will do your body like
So 55 or 56.
Yeah, so I celebrated. I brought in my birthday at this spot called Level Bar and Lounge. And overall, it was nice up in there. However, I don't know. The night of my birthday, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. It was just something in the air. Something was looming. I was just like, But anywho, the following morning, I told myself I'm gonna get my tail up and I'm going to go and have brunch with my lovely friend. And we talked about life. We talked about everything. I got to laugh, cry, and it's just important to have true friends in your life. So that being said, man, once we got done with the brunch spot, well, let me talk about the brunch spot a little bit. I had 11 ginger martinis, and I did not feel anything. Nothing. Nada, y'all. So I was just like, y'all tripping. Y'all ain't putting no damn liquor up in here. It must have just been ginger juice at this point. Yeah, it had to be. So once wrapping up at the brunch spot, it was time to head back to the condominium because, we wanted to explore like the beach area. And I found this fire spot called Sandbox. And oh man, Sandbox was just everything. So y'all continue to watch. I'm scared now. Y'all got me scared. I'm like, damn.
You ain't scared, man.
You know it's bad when you gotta pull the damn phone out to get the money. This shit must be. Oh, wait, hold on now. Shit, I'm trying to get my left lobe ain't together yet. Okay.
I just drunk some.
But y'all pour more than that, Slim.
I just want to give.
Oh,
Slim, come on, man, what you doing?
oh yeah, that shit is nasty.
I want to do it like he did.
You also giving that work.
It's his birthday.
This is some bullshit. This one here, bullshit.
Shit. God damn. You do gotta pray to it. Says you gotta before that.
This shit is gross. This fucking have you looking all types of ugly in the face. Like, god damn. I didn't know I could be that damn ugly. I look like that damn crying little emoji thing. Yeah, that liquor was nasty. But it was birthday behavior, so whatever. We drink whatever on our birthday. Anywho, this was Sandbox, and man, Sandbox was everything. It was right on the ocean, and I couldn't have had asked for anything else. And this was just it. That's it. That's all. I got to ride a horse for the first time. Thought that was cool. So y'all continue to watch. So yeah, my birthday was everything in Ghana. Man, just everything. So at this point I was leaving and I had to get back to the room because I had an early flight the next morning and I was headed to another destination that I always wanted to go to. And I'm not going to lie because of that destination's name. That's Ivory Coast, ladies and gentlemen. So please, at this point, go and watch that Ivory Coast video because this video is a trilogy of countries, baby. And peace and love to everybody. Mad love. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace.